Hi children, this is Krishna Shastri, IIT Maths teacher. Now we are discussing, yesterday in the class we have discussed that the components of quadrilateral. That is general quadrilateral we have taken. In that, what is the quadrilateral and what are the components of the quadrilateral we have completed. Next we have types of quadrilaterals. Types of quadrilaterals in the sense, here in the quadrilateral, each and every will have different type of properties. Based on the properties of a quadrilateral, that classified into the types. Those are in that first one, square. Quadrilateral, what actually we said the quadrilateral? A quadrilateral which is made up of the 4 line segments is called as a quadrilateral. It is general quadrilateral, we will say. It will not have any specific properties. 4 sides will be there, 4 angles will be there, 2 diagonals also will be there, but it doesn't have any specific properties. Coming to these types, square. What is a square? If in a quadrilateral, all sides are equal, and perpendicular to each other, that is called as a square. What is a square? In a quadrilateral, if all sides are equal and they must be perpendicular to each other. How the diagram will come in the sense, see, this is the quadrilateral I am taking. Quadrilateral in the sense, we must have the 4 line segments. So this one I am giving the name as ABCD. All sides are equal. That means here must be AB line segment is equal to BC line segment is equal to CD line segment is equal to DA line segment. This property must be satisfied by the square. If we want to say it is a square, here this property must be satisfied, as well as one more property must be satisfied. That is, all angles must be equal. Here all angles are perpendicular. Perpendicular in the sense 90 degrees we know. So here must be angle A is equal to angle B is equal to angle D is equal to angle C is equal to angle D. This must be equal to the 90 degrees. So all angles must be equal to 90 degrees and all sides are equal, then that quadrilateral is called as a square. So sides completed, angles completed. Next, coming to the diagonals. It is a very important property square is having. If we draw the diagonals from A to C and D to D, if we are, for example, O we are taking, if we are drawing the diagonals will bisect each other. Bisect each other means it is the midpoint of both diagonals. O is the midpoint of both diagonals, and also the very important one we can say OA is equal to OB is equal to, before that, 2 diagonals what we are drawing, those also equal. AC is equal to BD. 2 diagonals of the square also equal and bisect each other. Bisect each other. Whenever we are saying the bisect, so O is the midpoint for both the diagonals, and we can say OA line segment length is equal to OB line segment length, and that is equal to OC line segment, and that is equal to OD line segment. So these all must be equal. Okay, these also must be equal. And whenever we are saying here 90 degrees and here also 90 degrees, automatically we can say opposite sides are parallel to each other. That means AB is parallel to CD and BC is parallel to AD. Opposite sides are parallel. And OA is equal to OB is equal to OD, we said. The very important point we need to remember, in this, at the midpoint of the diagonals, the angle will be 90 degrees. It is the condition we should remember in the square. Angle BOC is equal to angle COD is equal to angle, whenever it is 90, it is also will 90, and these also will be 90. So at the midpoint of the diagonals, the angle will be 90 degrees. It is the very important point you need to remember. The quadrilateral, the which is having the 90 degrees at the intersection point of the diagonals, in the sense we can say one example as a square. Okay, so angle BOC is equal to angle COD is equal to angle BOA is equal to angle AOB is equal to, we can say as 90 degrees. This is also will be 90, this one also will be 90, and this one also will be 90. So all angles are equal to 90 degrees. This is about the square. Okay, next we have as the rectangle. What is a rectangle? If opposite sides are equal, if opposite sides are equal and perpendicular to each other, then we will say it is a rectangle. Opposite sides only equal, there is no need to be equal all the sides. How it will come in the sense, like this we can consider. Same, I am taking the name as ABCD rectangle. Opposite sides are equal, so that means this side is equal to this side and this side is equal to this side, and perpendicular to each other. So all sides must be perpendicular to each other. So all angles are equal to 90 degrees. Then that quadrilateral is called as a rectangle. So what we can say, AB is equal to CD. AB line segment is equal to CD, and BC line segment is equal to DA line segment. See, opposite sides only equal. To the AB, CD is the opposite, and to the BC, AD is the opposite. Okay, these two sides are equal to each other. Next, angle A is equal to angle B is equal to angle C is equal to angle D is equal to 90 degrees. All angles must be equal to 90 degrees. So sides completed, angles completed. Next, coming to the diagonals. If we are joining the AC and BD, then intersection point will be bisector of the diagonals. So by that we can say AC line segment is equal to BD. So diagonals are equal. Diagonals of the rectangle are equal, and OA is the midpoint. So by that we can say OA is equal to OB is equal to OC is equal to OD. We can say OA is equal to OB is equal to OC equal to OD, and we can say. And if you observe here, angle will not be 90 degrees. In the square it is 90 degrees, but in the rectangle this angle will not be 90 degrees. That is the important point we need to remember. In the square only we will have the 90 degrees angle comparatively rectangle. Rectangle will not have the 90 degrees angle at the intersection point of the diagonals. Okay, this is the very important one we need to remember. Okay, next we have the okay, copy this, children. Next we have rhombus. Rhombus. See, rhombus will be like this. Okay. Here, all the sides will be equal. All sides are equal. Like the same, like square only. All sides are equal, but all angles are, or else we can say opposite angles are equal. So by that we can say the very important point, AB line segment is equal to BC line segment is equal to CD is equal to DA, we can say. And opposite angles only equal. Opposite angles are equal. So by that what we can say? Angle A is equal to angle C and angle B is equal to angle D. So by that how we can express this? These two angles are equal and these two angles are equal. A and C are equal, B and D are equal. And if we draw the diagonals, they will be perpendicular. So we can say that AC is perpendicular to BD. AC is perpendicular to BD. If we are taking this point as O, so we can say that these two are not equal. Diagonals are not equal, and we can say AC is not equal to BD. AC is not equal to BD, we can write. And if we are taking this as O, this two will be equal and these two will be equal. So by that we can say OA equal to OB, not OB, it is OC, and OB is equal to OD. These are equal. In the same diagonal, two parts will be divided, so those two parts will be equal, and sides also equal, we said. And a very important one we need to remember, at intersection point of the diagonal we will get the 90 degrees angle. So by that we can say angle AOB is equal to angle BOC is equal to angle COD is equal to angle DOA is equal to 90 degrees. These angles we can't say how much this angle, but here we can say the angle this is exactly equal to 90 degrees. Okay, this is about the rhombus. Next we have the parallelogram. The very important quadrilateral we have, that is parallelogram. Parallelogram, here itself we can say this as opposite sides are parallel, equal and parallel, equal and parallel, and opposite angles also equal. opposite angles are equal. That is a quadrilateral. We will draw here. Opposite sides are equal and parallel. See, if we are drawing the diagram, A, B, C, D I am taking. So, here we can say A, B, C, D. So opposite sides are equal. So this line segment is equal to this line segment, and this line segment is equal to this. AB is equal to BC and BC is equal to AD. And opposite sides are equal and parallel. So parallel in the sense this is the symbol we will represent to the parallel lines. See here two are there. So these two are parallel, and here one we are representing. So these two are parallel. So by that we can say AB is equal to CD and AB is parallel to CD. Important one we need to remember. Next, BC is equal to AD and BC is parallel to AD. BC equal to AD and BC is parallel to AD. It is the very important we need to remember. And what is the property we have? Parallel and opposite angles are equal. So by that angle A is equal to angle C. What we can write? Angle A is equal to angle C and angle B is equal to angle D. Angle B is equal to angle D. So opposite angles are equal. Next, coming to the diagonals. These are the diagonals we can say if we are taking this as the O. Now, two diagonals we formed. In all the diagonals what we said here, diagonals are not equal. Here also diagonals are not equal. AC is not equal to BD. AC is not equal to BD. And O is the midpoint of the so these are bisect each other. That means this and this will be equal and this will be equal. So by that we can say OA is equal to OC, we can say OA is equal to OC, and separately we can say as OB is equal to OD. OB is equal to OD. Okay, this is about the parallelogram we have. Okay, copy this. Next we have the one more type of quadrilateral we have, that is trapezium. So it will have the property as one pair of opposite sides are parallel and other two sides are non-parallel. So one pair of opposite sides are parallel. So for that if we are taking the diagram, see this is if we are taking this, so the name is A, B, C, D and these two sides are parallel. One pair of opposite sides are parallel and these are not parallel. So by that we can say these two sides are parallel and there is need not be equal. So by that we can say here AB is parallel to CD. AB line segment is parallel to CD and need not be equal. And diagonals, if we are taking, and coming to the diagonals, AC is not equal to BD, and there is no specific property to the midpoint of the diagonals. Intersection point of the diagonals, here also these are not equal. Okay, so this is the only one condition we need to follow. Opposite sides are parallel and other two sides are non-parallel, then that diagram is called, that the quadrilateral is called as a trapezium. In this, this is the general quadrilateral we know, so it will not satisfy any property in this. Okay, copy this. And next, first we discuss a square, right? In this, we can say this is, in this all sides are equal and all angles are equal. So by that we can say this as the, whenever if in a polygon all sides are equal and all angles are equal. So these are 90, 90 if we have, then we will say this quadrilateral as a square, and it can be also called as regular quadrilateral. What we can say, if all sides are equal and all angles are equal, that is called as the regular polygon. If there are four sides are there, so we will call this as the regular quadrilateral. Or else if we have the pentagon like this, in this if all sides are equal, if we say, then this is called as the regular pentagon. All sides are equal, then it is called as the regular pentagon. Here all angles also will be equal. And if we six sides are there, all six sides are equal, then that is called as a regular hexagon. So regular in the sense all sides must be equal and all angles must be equal, that is called as a regular. And if you observe in the square, all sides and all angles are equal, diagonals also equal, we said already. So it is also can be called as a special rectangle. What is the rectangle actually? Opposite sides are equal. So it is a rectangle. So in the rectangle, if all sides are equal, is specific case if we are taking, then that one is called as a square. So it is also can be called as a regular, that is a